Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know I am. We're out here back on the back of the range like usual. Back to the episode format. I just did 2 videos. I just posted 2 challenge videos, did something different, thought I'd try it. I've actually had some good reviews on those, so more of those are coming. I got some fun ideas down the line. But, you know, I always want to upload an episode video because this is still about the journey. And I'm not trying to be a YouTuber, just a fun content YouTuber, because that's not what I'm about. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that in mind, let's roll the intro and we're gonna get into what's in the bag. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first things first, we're gonna start off with the wedges. Got them all right here. They're all SM8 Vokies in the, I think it's the brush grind. Or not the brush grind, the brush color. Keep them all the same. 56 and 60 are in the M grind, and 50 degree is in the F grind. Like I said, all the same bounces. 56 isn't bent, it probably should be, but so it's a little bit of a weird gapping, but I don't really notice that big of a difference, so I just keep it that way. Onto the irons. So I got the pitching wedge in hand. I'm gonna wipe it off real quick, and then I'm gonna show it to you. All right, so as you can see right here, this is the pitching wedge. Right here, there's the head, the face. I play the Ricky Fowler irons, the blades, the Forge MB. Everybody says these are the same irons that Rick Shields called impossible to hit. I personally don't think they're that impossible to hit. I just think that they're branded that way, and they're branded more as a collector's club. There is a thin top line, which I like, but the real reason why I have these in the bag, flip it over so I can talk to y'all. The real reason why I have these in the bag is because there's no offset, and I like the way they look. And train, there's no offset. Now is it done? There's no offset, and I like the way they look, and so because of that, I feel like I have a very draw bias golf swing. Because when I hurt my left wrist in the fall, I had to really strengthen my left-hand grip in order to take the relief off my wrist and put the club more into my hand. And that really helped because the tendons inside my pinky in my left hand were very stressed. And so making my grip stronger forced the club to sit more in the palm and more in the index finger and middle finger, which really helped. But that creates a really draw bias golf swing, and so these having no offset have helped that tremendously. That, and I found with my old set of Mizunos that I was playing beforehand, there would be times where sometimes I would just hit the club and it would fly 15 yards, 10 to 15 yards farther, and I just hated that. And although I'm a short hitter, if I'm gonna hit pitching wedge 130, I want it to know that it's going 130 and not have it go 130 and then have it go 145 the next time, and that would happen sometimes, and it would just annoy the crap out of me. So I play the Ricky Fowler irons, wedge through 5. I'll get onto the 4-iron here in a second. And then for those of you who care, this is the 5-iron, and there's the top line. There's the top line over the ball with the 5-iron next to a ball. They are small, but over time you kind of get used to them and they don't feel that small anymore. All right, now the 4-iron, play the Cobra. This is the same set that Bryson's playing, just not in the 1 length. I like this 4-iron a lot more. It's actually not, it was my first ever set, and so I actually have XP95s in stiff compared to my irons where I have the Modus 120X. And so what I've done is I have this little piece of lead tape right underneath the grip, and I use that to weight the club so it feels the same. Despite it being stiff, it honestly doesn't feel too different than the X, and it doesn't flip like some stiff shafts will. And so I really like it because of that. The other main reason why this is in the bag and the forged blade, the Ricky Fowler bladed 4-iron is not in the bag is because of distance. You know, I talked about not hitting it far. The 4-iron that I hit went about 195 and this goes about 205. And so I'm able to hit it just a teeny bit farther. And so I'm actually able to reach like 200-yard par threes. And I was struggling a lot on holes where that were longer because I just didn't have enough club to get into the greens. And so with this 4-iron, I'm able to actually hit the green in regulation, and not lay up, which there should be no reason for it. So like I hit my 5-iron 190 and I hit this 205. And so really, it helped. All right, last but not least, we have the woods. Starting off with hybrid here. It really needs a new grip bad. I just don't seem to ever find a time to regrip it. This is an Epic hybrid. This is the original Epic, and I've had this in the bag for 4 years. It has this is the shaft in it right here. I've had it in the bag for 4 years. Put it in the bag when I was in 8th grade, and it's never left. It's just been a staple really of my bag, and honestly it's always been there for me and I've always hit it well, and so there's been no reason to pull it out, so I leave it in. So now 3-wood here is a relatively new addition. I've had it in the bag not too long. I put it in the bag this year. I don't like changing clubs a lot, and so when I put this in the bag it's because I hit it a lot from other people and I really liked it. This is the TS2 from Titleist. It's a 13.5 degree head because I just don't hit it far. Most 3-wood people hit their 3-woods way too far. I didn't hit mine far enough. And so I only hit this like 255, 245, 250. I got the smoke, 6.5, 70 gram shaft in it. When I'm hitting this thing well, it's really hot and cold, but when I'm hitting it well, I really, really like this club. And it's been really handy to have into par 5s that I've just never been able to reach because I used to not play the 3-wood. I used to go driver hybrid 3-iron, but love this club and it's not leaving anytime soon. Okay, now the final wood is the driver. This shaft, I have this head, it's the Cobra King F9. It's a 9-degree head -1 with a ton of lead tape on the front to bring the CG forward because I spin it way too much.
Yesterday, if I can, or a couple days, yesterday, if I can hit it down the middle of the fairway, that's great. But again, with the driver right now, the driver sucks. It's not a good face for me, and we're still trying to figure out how to make it.
And in the shaft, I have the Hazardous Yellow, 60 grams, 6.5. I like this shaft. It's part of the thing is I still think it's a little not stiff enough, but I've been getting by with it. I know the head itself, the club is swing weighted at E2, and for those of you who know what that means it is really, really heavy, and it is extremely heavy in comparison, but I need it because I can't seem to keep the spin down with this club. I'm due for a new head, and it's something probably here in the late fall that's going to change. And last but not least, the putter. Scotty. I don't actually know what it's called, but there it is there. It's got the crosshairs in it. The reason why I don't know why it's called, I think it's the Select Mallet. But basically, I put lead tape on the bottom of it, and so I can't fully read it because there's only 10-gram weights, and I really didn't feel like having to go through the process of getting heavier weights to be put in the head. Scotty Cameron grip as usual. It actually needs a new one. This is the 3rd grip it's been on. This, like my hybrid's been in the bag since basically for the last 4 years, basically. It's been a great club for me though, and I'll be honest, every time I've tried to switch it out because I've been mad at it, for some reason it'll find a way to putt really, really well with it the next round, and I'm like, there's no reason to switch it out. So I leave it in the bag, and actually this year I think it's probably been the most improved club, and that's been a really good thing because it's helped my game a lot. And so that's what's in my golf bag. There's been a couple questions, or there's been a couple comments asking for this, so I figured I'd go ahead and film what's in the bag. It's a lot easier than doing the normal episodes, and so that in mind, if you have anything else you want to suggest, leave it below in the comments section. And if you want to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, the links will be in the description. With that in mind, until next time, cheers.